right now, the man with the dream is coming on. The man who dreamed this and has pursued it with all his energy, with all his intellect, with all his strength. Please welcome Otunba, Dr. Wanle Akinboboye.
I'm the founder of this great initiative. Soyez le bienvenu, monsieur, nous vous apprécions et que Dieu vous bénisse.
Let me begin by very briefly acknowledging the Queen Arab II with the humongous entourage from Cross River. Our ballets here present. I see quite a lot of people here that if I begin the process of acknowledging everyone, we'll be here all night. But I must point out a few people that came all the way from Barbados, from Trinidad and Tobago, those from Atlanta, Georgia. Have also the Brigadier General himself, the honorary, the ambassador of Antigua and Barbuda to Nigeria, Ambassador Wallace Williams. I have so many people here today that basically have touched my heart. I'd like to thank you all for taking this time out, pointing, of course, to Correlator, from Correlator to the chairman, the former chairman of our local government here, Kabiesi from Ekpe, the royal family and all the friends that are here present. Today, the continent of Africa has $3.5 billion economy. $trillion economy, I mean to say. Our brothers in the United States of America has $2 trillion economy, just them. Why have we not connected with that? Why have we not brought them back to be part of the continent? Ask them to add value to the continent, create a platform for them. Because what we must all understand is that it's almost impossible for them to come along and try to develop because they have very little knowledge about the continent. Those of us in the continent must provide a platform. We must begin the process of clapping with two hands. Because our problem is that Africans in the continent and those in the diaspora basically are doing their own thing. We must begin the process of making it possible. Now that is the reason for Ipada initiative. Ipada initiative is about us returning back to the continent. We must begin the process of the transition of the lemon we refer to as slavery that has haunted us for approximately 400 years now. It's time for Plan B. Let's begin the process of transformation of that lemon by adding water and sugar to it, transforming it to lemonade, and giving it to all of us to drink and be refreshed. This here is that return, is that lemonade. making it possible for those in diaspora to visit the continent and see how they can partake in the development of the continent. You know, it's one thing to be taken away as a slave. I think it's a lot more horrible when you are now enslaved in your own country, on your own land. Deep sea port, we have more referred to as from slave ships to cruise ships. Our focus is no longer on slave ships. Our focus is on cruise ships. Luxurious airliners. We are celebrating our prosperity. That is the idea of this concept. Ipada, the return of people of African descent and lovers of Africa. Let's return with unity of purpose. Let's return with the understanding that you are. And you are is what gives me me. I am who I am because of you. There is no human being that I have ever come across that gave birth to himself. And there will never be a human being that will bury himself. Together, we must work to develop the continent through Ipada initiative. Celebration will happen on an annual basis, but our major focus must be about Ubuntu. Ubuntu weaved around togetherness, creation of wealth. I thank you all for coming. I'd like to appeal to all of us seated here that we must remember that there will be other people who will be seated here tomorrow. The platform we are standing on today was built by yesterday men. The platform for tomorrow's people must be built by us, today's people. I thank you all.